All right, all right, all right. It is Wednesday, Time Squad. It is Wednesday. Do we got that gate closed? We do. It is Wednesday. It is time for Rip from the Headlines. I am tired. I have a long day today. I went out and hit a few corners, Time Squad. Got caught in traffic. Like I knew I was going to get caught up in traffic. And so, you know, it is what it is. So I'm a little tired tonight, but I'm pressing on. I'm pressing on. I was trying to take me a little disco nap. But I knew, I said, you know what, Tyesse, don't do it. I was trying to take me a little disco nap, but I ain't gonna labor too long tonight, y'all. I know we say that every night, but thank y'all so much for tuning in. I'm just sending out a few notices here. Mary Williams, Shonda DeBose, everybody. Where you been, Shonda? Good to see everybody in the chat tonight. Thumbs up. We were on early this morning, so we lost some notifications. We were on early this morning with the Nolan Wales case, and so please be mindful that we need to get our notifications out. So share, invite, tag, do whatever you need to do, and let everybody know that we are live and we are on the air right now. Okay. Just make sure everybody get a notification. I think everybody is taken care of. All right. A few more people here, just a few more. Can y'all tell me this? What did you do today? I know what I did today, but what did you do today? Did you have a great day today? Was it a quiet day? Was it a hectic day? Hey, Simone, I was just going to send you a thing. And you walked in the door. All right. How was your hump day today, y'all? I missed my doctor's appointment today because I thought it was the 23rd and it was the 22nd. So they rescheduled me for next Tuesday. I don't know how that happened, y'all. I thought it was tomorrow, the 23rd. It was today, the 22nd. But hey, listen, I'll be there on next Tuesday, the 28th. Yeah. Okay. I had to come in early from work. Okay, well, everything okay, sis? Hey, everybody, thank y'all so much. Okay, what we do every day, Pinky, try and take a, okay, yeah. Hey, everybody, thank y'all so much. I went to the gym, then I went bowling. All right. Pat, you are an active woman. Goes to show you, baby, it gets greater later. Yeah. You gotta stay active out here. You gotta stay active. I'm a little tired, but I went to lunch over in Taco Hills. Then I swung by one of my favorite stores in Buckhead. Then I swung by and I made it on. I got here about a little bit before 7. Yeah. But I was working all day. Like while I was out, I was working on the phone. Otherwise, this would have happened tonight. So I got up this morning. I wake up in the morning pulling stories, getting stuff organized. And throughout the day, I just kind of like, I have a system how I do it now. Yeah, even when I'm out, if I'm in the car, I'm working. You ain't got nothing to do with it, Ty. I'm glad they rescheduled it, things. Yeah. I don't know how I mixed that up. I ain't got nothing to do with it. Show don't. All right, Ty Squad. Listen, what we got? Ooh, okay, yeah. We used up the notifications, y'all. We're in bad shape tonight. What we got? Okay. It's okay. It's all right. Nolan Wells was worth using our notifications of. He was worth it. So we'll be okay. We'll manage. We'll get by. But we do need to get to 200, y'all. We do need to get to 200 viewers. If you can, everybody collectively, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. We got a very, very hot show tonight. I must say so, if I may say so myself. Okay. Hold on. Everybody, can we please collectively get the likes up? All of us together. Thank y'all so much. You're appreciated. Okay. Hey, lady. Hey, sis. Hopefully, I'll be coming home soon. I'll get the. Hopefully, we can see each other when I get back out to LA soon. Okay. Dre Shaw, good to see you. LaFrance, Andrea B, thank y'all so much. Thank you. Amanda, Maurice, everybody. All right, y'all. We're gonna have to rock and roll. Whether they're 200 or 193, we gotta rock and roll. Okay, we tried our best. Can we get 14 more likes, please? Thank you so much. 14 more likes. Thank you so much. 14 more likes. If we can get them likes together, I think we can hit this 200 we need. I think YouTube is doing something janky tonight too, just a little something. They do this whenever we have a case like Nolan Wells, they throttle all, militant channels. They throttle us down. Yeah. All right. 5 more likes, y'all. 5 more likes. Let's get this done so we ain't got to be here all night. There it is. It's almost there. 5 more likes. Thank y'all so much. And we thank you, God. Hey, Harold. Hey, brother. Hey. Thank y'all so much. All right. There we go. We got it. All right. It's time for 3 things I need everybody in the chat to know about. Okay, I need to put this over here. Why is this thing? Oh, there it goes. All right. 3 things I need you to know about. 3 stories. I always say 3 things. It's 3 stories, right? It's 3 stories. Okay. And I'm going to start with, what am I going to start with tonight? I'm going to start with, I want to start with this situation with the Smithsonian Museum, y'all. Yeah. I every time we go live, there's something new. There's something new going on. It's just really, really, it gets to a point where it starts draining you. Okay, so they're trying to extrapolate. They're trying to deny our history. You know, I don't know how many people in the chat have been through the Smithsonian, but they're trying to remove our history and say they only want good stories about America. You know, um, it's really disheartening because we told everybody Project 2025 was real. They made us out to be like we were crazy or exaggerating. And let me see if I can pull this up. My notes are all organized tonight, thank God. So they're good to go. Okay. The 47th administration has intensified its campaign against what it calls woke or ideologically biased programming at the Smithsonian Institute, particularly the National Museum of American History. The White House released a 162-page report, Saving America's Story, according to the museum, of promoting extreme political activism, downplaying America's achievements, and emphasizing race, gender, and systematic injustice over a shared national history. The report follows an executive order directing the administration to remove what it describes as improper ideology from Smithsonian museums and to encourage exhibits that celebrate American history and shared national values. I'm going to go with our brother Kwasi Mfume. What he said today. If you take it, we're going to rebuild it and put it back. I got to get that direct quote. No matter what you do, we're going to tell it. You can remove it, and we're going to put it back. You can't stop us from telling our story, our ancestor story. So whatever you try to do with our history, we're going to make sure that history is told. Thank you. If you take it, we will replace it. Is that what he said? That got me today. I ain't gonna sit up here and lie to you. Oh, that was good. Oh, that was good. Yeah, Dr. Golden, it's disheartening. They don't want, Emmett Till, Rosa Parks. Oh, it's not making America look good, If you take it, we will replace it. Yeah. We don't want to hear about no Montgomery bus boycott, All right. This is a story, y'all. Y'all got to hear. We may have to get a segment called "You Got to Hear It to Believe It," right? There is a judge, a very beautiful sister here, very capable judge. And what is her name? Her name was Yolanda. Oh, okay. Judge Yolanda Parker Smith. You got to hear this to believe this, Taswa. Okay, this is DeKalb County, Georgia. She's now facing a judicial misconduct. Okay, first of all, y'all, we was just dealing with the woman over there, the judge over there, doing stuff in that, making sounds and stuff. Now we got another judge. According to charges filed this week by the Georgia Judicial Qualifications Commission, a defense attorney notified the judge's staff in advance that he had a scheduling conflict because he had an 8:30 a.m. court appearance in Henry County and requested a later time. Despite the notice, when the attorney arrived at approximately 10:48, the judge allegedly ordered the sheriff deputies to arrest him immediately. Not immediately, Tyesse, immediately. The attorney was taken to a courthouse holding cell, had his electronic devices taken away, and remained there until around noon. So that man stayed there from 10:48, about 10:50 to 12 noon. The commission alleges the judge never gave the attorney an opportunity to explain his lateness before ordering him jailed. After his release, the judge allegedly met with him privately in chambers, lectured him about punctuality, appeared unaware that her staff had received the attorney's email and never formally addressed the jailing on the record. Ma'am, you know what they're gonna have to start doing, y'all? They're gonna have to start really, really getting strict with some of these, these judges and lawyers and stuff, because y'all be cutting the hell up. You got one of the best jobs, you got a good paying job, and you sitting up here, girl, you didn't even know the man had already sent an email saying he was gonna be late. You done threw the man in jail, threw the key away, and now lectured him in your office. Maybe if a couple of y'all, male and female, we ain't gonna make this a woman thing. Maybe if a couple of y'all take a trip down there to the unemployment office, y'all to get some act right, Yeah. Try to find you a new position in a law firm. Yeah. Now see, judges are elected, right? Yeah, judges are elected. I was going to say appointed, but judges are elected, and so it's the will of the people. Child, that was a lot. If you think that's something, prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. We got another story right out of Atlanta, and this is concerning medication and Publix. If you're in Atlanta, you've heard it. It's all over the news. It's all over Twitter. This woman here, let's get her story. Let's get her story right now to you.
It's a story that you will only see right here on 11 Alive. A woman out of Decatur says that a trip to the pharmacy nearly killed her after she was given someone else's medication. 11 Alive's Chase Howell spoke to the woman who says that she's still not feeling right.
How much is your life worth? $500 or maybe a few $1,000s? Well, that's how much Betty Thomas says she was offered by Publix after a pharmacist here at its Flakes Mill Road location in Decatur mistakenly gave her fentanyl patches, causing her to overdose.
My children just lost their father, and then to turn around and have to go through losing their mom.
Betty Thomas is 78 years old and says she has never touched a drug a day in her life. That is until June 5th, when a pharmacist allegedly gave her someone else's fentanyl patches, which Thomas thought was her hormone medication.
I'm throwing up. I'm nauseous. I'm dizzy. I can't go to the bathroom. I am sick.
Thomas says she got so sick, her son came over to take her to the hospital. It was then when he realized his mom, Betty Thomas, had been given Betty Davis's prescription of fentanyl patches. At that point, Thomas says she'd been using the patches for 18 days.
We were all afraid that we were going to lose you.
Deanna Thomas is Miss Betty's granddaughter. She's been dealing with Publix corporate office since this fiasco happened. And on July 7th, she got this email offering her grandma $4,000 to make up for what happened and to cover her medical bills.
It was a straight slap in our face. And it was no remorse. It was, we're giving you more than the $750 that's standard.
I reached out to Publix on Monday and then again Tuesday morning for a statement, but I never got a reply. Since this whole ordeal, Miss Betty says that she's taken those fentanyl patches to the police department to be properly disposed of. As for her healing, well, she says that's just going to take some time. In Decatur, Chase Howell, 11 Alive News.
Did y'all hear that? They offered that woman, they offered this mother, our sister here, they offered her a couple of $1,000 when she could have died. She could have OD'd on fentanyl. She took it for 18 days, y'all. 18. There's nobody but God that was with her. When I tell you, Samara, it would no longer say Publix. It would say Tyesse's. I know that, but my aunt lives down the street. I'm telling y'all, listen, that's why double check your medications, double check everything. I don't care if it's Walgreens, CVS, Publix, double check everything, y'all, because nowadays these folks are rushing, man, when I tell you there are lawyers lined up to take this case, and I mean lined up, they will be lined up to take your case. That is horrendous. But then to offer her a couple of $1,000, like she's nobody, Who Jesus? There are some people though. There are some people, Taswa, that are financially, indigent, or maybe hard on, harder for cash. There's some people that take stuff like that. That'll take it. But like, well, you know what? I did survive. Let me just go and take it. I'm a CMT. I pass meds. I take my time. Read these. You have to. You really got to take your time. If they did it to Miss Betty, they have done. Oh yeah, don't tell her how many people over there. If you know that Publix over there, is that Decatur? If you know that Publix, y'all don't go over there. I wouldn't go over there, honey. Take that off your pharmacy list. Tell your doctor you need to switch pharmacies ASAP. Tell your pharmacist you need to switch pharmacies. Tell your people, I gotta go. It's time for the Black Hollywood Report. Let's jump right to it. Hey, nephew. Yeah, where's Ben Crump, honey? Anybody seen Brother Ben? Because I know Ben would definitely take that case. In a heartbeat. What do we have here? Girl in the Coffin. Child, listen, Lifetime, I cannot. Miss Lifetime be carrying with these movies, y'all. Let me see what this movie's about. Because I said I want to see this. I still haven't watched the movie with Tia Mowry. What's this, Girl in a Coffin? Okay. Lifetime has released a trailer for Girl in a Coffin, a chilling new thriller inspired by real events, premiering Saturday, July. Oh, that's this Saturday, July 25th. Okay. I had to pay for what was that movie with Tia? The woman in the apartment on the whatever it was called. I had to pay for that. So I'm probably going to have to pay for this too. I'm changing from Walgreens. Small private pharmacy. Okay. Publix always asks you to verify your address when picking up. Okay. Yeah, so girl in a coffin, girl in a casket, y'all go check it out at your leisure. Now, this right here, I'm very, very excited about because this is one of my favorite shows of all time. Insecure is going on a 10th anniversary tour. It does not feel like 10 years. It does not. Now, I know some of y'all say, where is Amanda Seals? Well, she's where she needs to be, somewhere talking about how smart she is, okay? So Penning and Issa Rae are the show producers, runners, whatever, creators, and some of the other cast members will be there. If it comes to Atlanta, I swear I'm going. I just want to go. I love Issa Rae. I love this show. It is probably one of the top 5 shows of all time, in my opinion. Insecure, if you can find it, check it out. All 5 seasons are probably available. Hey, overseer, where? The 10th anniversary. Yeah, Charlie said, yeah, Amanda's gonna be a no, dog. We don't want you. We don't want to be bothered with you. Yeah, it's gonna be a no. Rita Henderson, thank you for $20 for stellar content as usual. I appreciate that. Rita Henderson. Thank you so much. Yeah, I can't wait. I hope please come by Atlanta so I can make my way over there. Thank y'all so much. Okay, I gotta shout out my girls, SWV. They're celebrating 1 billion streams. Now y'all know Coco was a friend to the show who I love, and it's just a great thing because these are Black women. And it's hard out here on the musical landscape. It's very hard to get these milestones. And so SWV is just one of those groups. They really can sing. They're sisters with voices, and they don't have a bad album. I'm not saying that because she's a friend to the show. I just never heard a bad SWV album. They're just really, really phenomenal. And so we're excited that they are celebrating 1 billion streams. I think it's Spotify across. Is it Spotify across all platforms? Let me see. I think it's across all platforms. Yeah. SWV has now surpassed 1 billion streams on Spotify across all credits. Yeah. I get so weak in the knees. You're the one for me. Oh my God. Anything. Can we get freaky tonight? Oh my God. You name it. Thank y'all so much for showing up. We hit 400. Thank y'all so much. In less than 25, 30 minutes. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. I really do. Because I was worried. So thank y'all for showing up tonight. All right. Shout out to my girls, SWV. Speaking of that, we have an announcement from who is that? Oh, that's Apple Music. Who child all these announcements? Now, what's this announcement? Let me see if they got going on here. Let me see. Okay. Hold on, Taskbar. Let's see what they got going on here. Apple Music is increasing their plan. Okay. See, that's why I like Spotify, because they don't really go up that much. Okay, so hey, Mona. Apple Music increases their plan prices. Student is going from $5.99 a month to $6.99 a month. Individual, $10.99 to $11.99. And family is going to really catch it. They're going from $16.99 to $19.99 a month. Just like Disney Plus, Apple Music is included. Okay, all right. For so many, it's included with your phone bill. Okay, everybody, can you put in the chat who you use? Who is your music platform? Spotify, iTunes. You know, who do you use? Pandora. What's the other one? Chime Music. Yeah. Who do y'all use? Tell me in the chat. Okay, move this over here. Let me see who y'all use, because I'm with Spotify. You know, I have YouTube. I have YouTube playlists. I do. Yeah, I have it. Hey, Dr. Tony. Hey, brother. Hey, brother Paul. YouTube. I got YouTube Music. I got a lot of stuff. Okay, Spotify. Apple. Okay. Apple Music. Okay. All right. Oh, Spotify. Okay. Theo said he used Spotify. Spotify is just so people friendly, y'all. That's all I can say. We're asking for prayers for R&B singer Nivea, who has announced that she is suffering from leukemia. So we need some prayer hands and doves up for Nivea. She was early 2000s, late 90s. She had a couple of bots. But we're sad to report tonight that she is suffering from leukemia. She's very young, y'all. So this is really disheartening. We're asking God, for complete healing for her, Spotify and Pandora's. Oh, yeah, Spotify Premium. It has to be premium. Yeah, prayer hands up for Nivea. Leukemia is one of those diseases, y'all. It's really, unlike cancer, it's just like, it's so unpredictable at times. So, yeah. Let's keep her lifted in prayer. Yeah. All right. Okay, bring that down. Okay, we got that. Okay, so here we go again. Oh my God, y'all go somewhere. Please go somewhere and sit down somewhere. We're sick of y'all. Okay, wait a minute. Let me see what we got here. Hold on, that spot. We got Diddy. Okay, let me pull it up. The jail music mogul is asking a federal judge to sanction Grace. I can't even pronounce this woman's name. Omarkai. And her attorneys arguing her amended complaint against him is frivolous, since it was filed after a judge had already ruled California courts lack personal jurisdiction over him. Okay, according to court documents obtained by TMZ, Diddy's legal team contends the amended filing simply recycled the same jurisdictional claim the court had rejected rather than correcting the issues the judge flagged, forcing him to spend more money fighting what they call a meritless case. And they're seeking attorney's fees and costs and sanctions. The lady's attorney says push back and letters attached to the filing, saying the amended complaint includes new allegations tying Diddy to California through the yacht charter central to the case, okay, and that the judge had actually granted permission to amend. In case you missed it, she originally sued Diddy and his son Christian, okay, over a 2002 incident aboard a yacht, alleging Christian SA'd her while she worked as a steward, and that Diddy holds civil liability for chartering the yacht and allegedly aiding and abetting his son's actions. Diddy and Christian have both vehemently denied the allegations. There's something about Diddy and these boys and sons, and them sons sometimes somebody said they act just like they damn daddy, they pappy. I don't know about this one, y'all. Man, I wish you luck. Hopefully everything work out with you. But you know, there's been so many frivolous lawsuits filed with Diddy, honey. They throwing them lawsuits out, honey, like hotcakes. Thank y'all so much for the little flowers and all the boats and stuff y'all sending. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right, we'll keep on that. That concludes our Black Hollywood report. All right. We're going to go ahead and jump right into bring Diddy and that boy down, and that little boy. Did I miss something? Wait a minute. Let me see something as well. I think I missed something. I almost missed something. Let me double check. Okay, sometimes I'm getting old. I did. Okay, so Cardi B was over at Paris Fashion Week, and you know, hot guy. I think he's an athlete, and so he was sitting next to her. You know, made her, moved over a little bit so she get comfortable. And so that's when all these rumors started. You know, is this her new man? Are they dating? You know, I ain't seen them nowhere other than at the Fashion Week in Paris. But let me say this. I'm gonna say this, Tyesse. Okay, full stop. Cardi B don't want no. They don't like regular guys. They don't like guys that are, no drama, that's boring to them. Yeah. They don't like all that. They like, yeah. What's his name? I can't pronounce his name. Is it he Nigerian. Maduka Ayoki. Yeah, Maduka Ayoki. They don't want that. That's too much like, right, a decent man. They want a man that's gonna run them in the ground and y'all fighting all out in the parking lot. Girl, honey, you can definitely send that one over here to me. I'll take it. Don't even worry about it, baby. I'll handle it. That's my tea right there. Okay, I think his name is Maduka Kabukika. Oh, they say his baby mama didn't expose him. Oh, child. Okay, well, there goes that. They said the baby mama, he got a baby mama, and she already came out. I guess she trying to throw a monkey wrench in it. And he's mine. I saw. Remember back in the day, Harold, I saw him first. Yeah, get you somebody, girl. Get you somebody decent, honey. Like, oh my God. But this dude, baby mama, that already came out and said he ain't shit already. All right. Yeah, it's crazy, Tyesse. Cardi, get you a new man and leave Stefan and the Butch Buddies and them queens alone. All right. Let's jump into our church news, y'all. Our church news express. Let's jump to it like Aretha said. Church World News Express. Let's go. I started getting a little church music, a little church bounce for this segment. Next week, I'm gonna get a little church bounce for it. Okay. We gotta make sure this is lined up properly. Okay. Where am I beginning with this? Okay. I don't know where to begin. It's a lot going on in the church world. Okay, so y'all, it's so unfortunate. Jubilant Sykes, you know, he passed away. His son unalived him, and he's a gospel singer, spiritual songs and stuff like that. Jubilant Sykes, great. He can sing opera and all of that. But the results came out today. He was stabbed 78 times. Jubilant Sykes, the great singer, the great gospel singer, was stabbed 78 times by his son. Now they say the son has some sort of mental issues, and there was always something going on. And I'm sorry, 73 times. Okay, let me get this. An autopsy report reveals that opera singer Jubilant Sykes was stabbed over 73 times, allegedly by his son in December 2025 at his Santa Monica home. An autopsy revealed the 71-year-old baritone vocalist was stabbed over 73 times, with 68 of them injuries classified as sharp force wounds and 5 contributed to blunt force. His son Micah was taken into police custody and remains detained at the Santa Monica jail, where he faces unaliving charges. Yeah. During the attack, the singer's wife, Cecilia, was reportedly in the shower and heard the incident, yell out for her to call 911. She placed a call regarding a possible assault in progress. Cecilia also stated that her son, who has a documented history of mental illness, had stabbed and killed Jubilant. Micah, who is one of the couple's 3 sons, is barred from contacting his mother under a protective order. When Cecilia came out of the shower, she saw their adult son standing over her husband, stabbing him with an apparent artificial sharp-edged weapon. Santa Monica Police Department report revealed. This is absolutely crazy, y'all. Police discovered 2 weapons inside Sykes' home, including a curved knife with a blade approximately 9 inches long and 2 inches wide, and a 10-pound dumbbell containing apparent blood stains. Whoo, gee whiz. Los Angeles Deputy District Attorney Rodriguez told the court that Micah was supposed to be medicated, but was either under-medicated or not following his doctor's recommendation. Since 1990, Jubilant Sykes enjoyed a flourishing career spanning multiple stages, concert halls, musical theater production. My God, today, baby. Yeah, that's what they say. Check on these kids. Check on these kids. Check on them, honey. You know, when they be having mental health issues, make sure they took their medicine this morning, you know. What's that little boy name? Oh, Lamar. Lamar, he always be saying, you know, stuff about Junior. But Junior just got a Westman Doodle. Junior just got a Songwriter of the Year award. And J. Drew Shear. Send It Down, that's his mama song from his mama album, you know. So, Lamar always said like they need to get rid of Drew, but Drew just got the Songwriter of the Year for 3 different songs. All Yours. What's the other one? Rain Down on Me and Send It Down. That's from Karen's album. Not finally Karen's. What is it? Still Karen. Still Karen. So shout out to what's that man's name? Junior. I call him Junior. Yeah. Shout out to Dre Juice for the phenomenal work he's done in the songwriting world. Amen. Yeah. All right. Okay. I haven't watched this video yet, y'all. I haven't watched it, so I'm watching it with y'all. I was told that Pastor Rudolph, Brian Carn, did an apology video. So I'm watching this video. I said I'm not gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it with y'all because I'm curious as to what he's apologizing for. Maybe he's apologizing for something else. I don't know. We're gonna watch it together for the first time. Pastor Rudolph, he came by the show. All right. Let's see. Do we have it? We do. Okay. Let's see what he got to say.
God bless everybody. This is Bishop William T. Rudolph Sr. Any of you that follow my ministry, follow me here on Facebook, follow my Facebook lives, you all know that I preach accountability. I preach being accountable for the things that we do or say wrong. Y'all know that's what I preach and I teach. And I do believe in living what we preach. And so I want to take this time to publicly apologize to all who have been offended by things that I have said, moments of frustration to those who have come on my live with stupidity, and those who feel or felt as though I said things uncharacteristic of being a bishop in the Lord's church. I humbly apologize. It is never my intent to be out of character. I always try to be integral as much as possible. But as you all know, we are human. And sometimes, things can get to us and we can get out of character. But I believe that we have to apologize. We have to be willing to say we're sorry. Even if we don't feel like we've done anything, or even if we feel like we did say it the right way, or even if we feel like that we didn't really do anything wrong. There are people that are offended by what we say or how we said it, or they may misunderstand, or they may think that we may have been too aggressive on how we said it or whatever. And so again, I want you all to please accept my apology. I'm very, very sorry. Any of my posts that I posted that may have been offensive, I want you to forgive me. I apologize. It is my desire to be integral. It is my desire, and it is my intent to walk in the characteristic as a man of God. Forget the titles, but as a man of God in this last and evil day. Everyone have a blessed rest of your morning and have a wonderful Tuesday in Jesus' name.
Oh God. Okay. I'm tired. I'm tired. I can't take it no more. Mona, come up here and just take over the service, Mona. I cannot. These people are draining to me. They just like, come on, bro. What? I understand what he's saying. I get what you're saying, but maybe he feel like, well, Tyesse, you know what's going on. Okay. You probably, okay. Okay. So, Clifton, I'm just tired of it. Break this thing down, Tyesse. I know you're a little tired in your body, but break it down for the people. Okay. So the hype is dying down from DoorDash Gate. Okay, you only get 15 minutes, and you got to capitalize on the 15 minutes. If you don't capitalize on the 15 minutes, we're on to the next story, right? Like Marvin Sapp tonight. We got a Marvin Sapp that's probably about to blow up. Okay. So he probably see that, everything's kind of fizzling out. And now he has to, stay on the wall, as Tim Bree said. Your 15 minutes are up. Everything's going back to Brian Carn and Churchgate, not DoorDash Gate. I said, you're going to have to, do something. And so now he sees that, probably the numbers are not really numbering and people are not watching like that. And so now you got to try to rebrand yourself. But somebody said it in the chat. I don't know who said that. This was your opportunity to get people to let people know who you are. But at the time he was raw, he was a lot of emotion. So, so now, he trying to figure out like, what am I gonna do? Like, because this thing's died. It probably already died. It did already, people to move it on. And we kind of like low key exhausted anyways, y'all. Mary tried to tell y'all, like, baby, listen. I understand the sentiment behind what he's saying, but baby, listen. Mm-mm. Then they said there's bloggers out here apologizing to Brian Cohen. I never went around there to see what that was about, because I just, from an entertainment standpoint, I just can't watch people just like some people I just can't watch. It's like going to the library. It's like, yeah. Nothing left to but to dash away. Yeah. The Heat Show said it. That was the Heat Show that said it. Show was. Thank you, brother Marcus, for $50. I appreciate that. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother Marcus. I appreciate you. God bless you. All right, y'all. I don't know what they said. A blogger was around there apologizing. I don't know what they apologized to Brian Cohen for. I really don't. I'm being honest. Because what we do know is Brian Cohen don't apologize to nobody. We don't know much, but we know Brian Cohen don't apologize to nobody. And don't. Okay. Let me get to this. Pastor McKissick, Rudolph McKissick. Okay, he's out of Jacksonville. And it appears to be, that thread was active over there for a minute. I was over there on that thread. Brandon Crawley, who I love, he's out of Boston. He comes to preach at our church often. Brother Brandon Crawley called Bishop McKissick out and said that, you said something and it was very, very, homophobic or whatever. And Bishop McKissick came on the post. He showed up in the post. We have it. Did. Okay. All right. Thank you, Sherman. I figured that. I figured that. Okay. Well, what did Bishop McKissick say? Now, remember, I was trying to figure out who this was, y'all. This is the Bishop McKissick that we covered that was over there with the IRS over there in Jacksonville. Remember? They had all that stuff going on over there in Jacksonville. It's something about damn Jacksonville. Okay, so Bishop McKissick came up under my boy Brandon Crawley's post and said, I don't normally comment on things, but will not have my... Oh, okay. You should leave a comment, Bishop. Rudolph Waldo McKissick. I don't normally comment on things, but will not have my name disparaged. I made an affirming statement concerning the need for room for the LGBTQ plus community. I am the least homophobic. I have loving people in my church that serve. If I said something unaware of how it came across, then it was unintentional. So perhaps the next time before you start bashing publicly, you should send a note privately for clarity. Brandon, he got smart. Did you hear that, Brandon? He got kind of like smart with you. That's not very bishopy. Okay. Then Brandon came back and told him exactly what happened. Well, he got kind of smart, huh? Next time, who you talking to? Okay, so Brandon was specific. What the comment was, Bishop. They said that you said that gay people, need to be healed, need healing. They need healing. Okay. And let me see if he replied back, because they asked him, "Can you explain what you mean by we need healing?" Let me see if my brother let me go to my brother Brandon and see if Bishop responded back. Okay. And then the Bible thumb was over there. Oh, one man said, "That's why I told y'all about doing anything for these people." These people. Healing from what, though? That's we all got to figure out healing from what. Okay, let me see. Let me go over here, y'all. Let me see. Let me go to Brandon's post. Brandon post got 257 comments at this point. Okay. Okay. No, Bishop ain't replied. Okay, Brandon said, "Thank you, Bishop, for your he said, thank you for your response. What do LGBT people need to be healed from? That is my question." Okay. Uh-huh. And then okay, then it's right here. Sometimes healing does not mean healing from something. Sometimes healing means healing from wounds and scars caused by people and by the church who disenfranchise and oppresses you. There's a healing that doesn't always mean delivered from. It's unfortunate that it seems that can't be understood. Final statement, moving on. You know, Bishop, you got a smart mouth. I don't know if you know this. Okay, you explain what you mean. You have a smart mouth. Bishop McKissick, you have a real smart tone. Okay, he says sometimes healing does not mean healing from something. Sometimes healing means healing from the wounds and scars caused by people and by the church who disenfranchise and oppress you. There's a healing that doesn't always mean delivered from. It's unfortunate that it seems that this can't be understood. Final statement, moving on. Okay, well, listen, if Brandon wanted clarity, honey, you know, he wanted clarity. I mean, y'all act like people can't ask y'all questions. He wanted to know what you mean gay people need to be healed. Because we've been told, you know, we need to get healed from that demon so much. We want to know, we need clarification, you know. They didn't told us we need to get healed from them homosexual demons in us so much. I think it was a normal, you know, question. You just like Brandon, Tyesse, you know, you just I don't see nothing wrong with Brandon's question personally, you know. I think Bishop got a real nasty tone, real nasty here. He made a blanket statement, but when pressed, it's like when people ask a question, just clarify and move on, y'all. We don't have to go through all this, you know. We've been told so much. Bishop sound like he need his 30 with you, Brandon. I got $50 on Brandon. He has a real smart mouth. So this is my final statement. I'm through with it. Wait a minute, hold up. Who are you talking to? Don't you have an IRS case, sir, down there in Jacksonville? You got some sort of case down there? What's going on tonight with this cash app, y'all? What the hell is going on with the Tyesse Squad tonight? Did some kind of check drop or something? Did they do some type of rebate on Trump? Thank you, Charles Ross Jr. for $75 for keeping us in the know. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Well, you know, honey, listen, I won't complain. I take what is given unto me. That's what Richard Pryor said in Carwell. All right, let's get ready, you guys. Let's get ready for this audio. Listen, I don't know wrong with that guy. That bitch, he kind of triggered me with his tone. You don't talk to my brother like that. You better be glad that wasn't overseer aware, because I probably would have to do a live on you. You know, I probably would have to do a whole special on him, a Tyesse special. And again, he wasn't getting smart with my brother overseer aware, Dr. Tony. It would be a misunderstanding. It was his job to clarify that meaning in that preaching moment. It's not our job to figure out. That's why I said I'm not going to be sitting up here trying to do Blues Clues and stuff and Agatha Christie riddles. It's a simple question, you know. Yeah, let's get these likes up. Y'all like everywhere else. Y'all like everywhere. I agree, Dr. Tony. I agree, brother. This stuff don't make no sense. Somebody asks a simple question, then the next thing you know, you got 1,800 comments. Y'all don't believe in deliverance. I believe you are born that way. Oh, you do? Oh, thank you so much. You believe I was born this way? God is faithful. Okay, y'all, this story, I think this story may have some legs, y'all. I'm being honest with y'all. Let's get to it. What's that man named? Marvin Saps. Marvin Saps. Let's get this audio going, baby. All right. We're going to listen to it as much as we can. Okay. Are y'all praying with me tonight? Are y'all lifting me up tonight? Tyesse Squad, new followers and friends. We have some audio to listen to for Marvin Saps. Okay. Okay, let me see. Let's get this organized here. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, I think we got it. Wait a minute. Let me get this organized here. Hold on. Okay. Ciao. See what's going on with Marvin Sapp over at over there, Chosen Vessel. That audio. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute, hold on. We ain't got the audio ready. Over there, he over there in Dallas, Fort Worth. When I was going through the most. Okay, come on, Marvin, take you on the top, baby. Difficult season of my life. Okay, there we go. Let me know if y'all can hear. Press 1. You know, can I be transparent for a moment? When I was going through the most difficult season of my life, I mean, 1 week I'm burying someone that I loved. That next week I'm sitting in front of IRS agents telling me they're going to put me in prison because I owed $2.3 million in back taxes. Did I tell y'all that it was a week later? I buried her on a Thursday. The next Thursday, I'm sitting in front of IRS officers telling me that I'm going to jail. So pressure, beloved brothers and sisters, had hit me from the north, the south, the east, and the west. My heart is broken. I don't know what the heck I'm going to do. I don't know how I got into this, because this isn't an area of my life that I even managed at that particular point in time. The person who had all the answers was in the grave. I can't get no help here. And now all of a sudden, they're asking me questions that I can't even answer. And I'm sitting here with tears rolling down my face, asking God to give me my life back. Watch this. I never went and had a drink. Okay, stop. He's talking about his first wife, right? So why don't you say her name? Am I the only one that think that he's talking about his wife, his first wife? Can he say her name, or is that appropriate? Am I the only one that you should be able to say your wife's name? Her name was Melinda. Because that's the only person you buried, you know what I'm saying? I wonder if he had permission to say Melinda, or my first wife. All right, y'all, listen. The question is, are you still on the payment plan? We know that was like maybe 15 years ago. Are you still on the payment plan, Bishop? Have you made all your payments? I never went and I popped a pill. See, pressure ain't supposed to cause you to leave God. Pressure is supposed to cause you to cling to God. And I made up in my mind that if I don't have nobody in this situation, I know I got a God, and I've been faithful. And because I've been faithful over a few things, he's going to make me ruler. That's why you're going to hear me say this more often this year. You got to guard your ear gates. Look at somebody, say, guard your ear gates. I said, look at your doggone neighbor. Tell them to say, guard your ear gates. In other words, you can't allow yourself to hear everything. Some of these TikToks that y'all listen. Now here you go. Here we go, y'all. All right. So the IRS and the first wife ain't the issue. Let's keep listening. All right. That ain't what this is what I want y'all to hear right here. And then I'll take it from here. Because we know Melinda's going on to the great beyond, and the IRS, I'm sure he made a payment plan, right? But this is what I want y'all to hear. Listen very closely. You need to guard your ear gates. Some of these Facebooks, you need to guard your ear gates. Some of these bloggers, you need to guard your ear gates. Look at somebody, say, guard your ear gates. But now you need to guard your ear gates, you need to guard your eye gates. You can't allow yourself to see everything. You got to make up in your mind that there are certain things that I'm not going to allow myself to see. Why does it always come back to us? Sir, you talk about your IRS debacle and your late wife, Melinda. Now, why did we get in it? I am so sick of all of these pastors. I am here doing a job. I'm not one of the bloggers that lie on you, make up stories. I don't do clickbait thumbnails. Like, I don't understand these. Like, Every sermon, there's shots and shade thrown at us for no reason. No reason at all. Yes, there's slop, but there's a whole slop bucket sector. But damn, they don't want y'all. Not my task force. They don't want y'all in the bushes, the bushwalkers. They don't want y'all over here. Y'all gonna have to leave. Hell, go open that gate because they don't want the pastors don't want them bushwalkers in here. Harold, Brother Wayne, go open that side gate and let them people go so they can get up out of here, so they can go. Because they don't want you over here because you may get too much information. You may get too much knowledge. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They don't never stay in the CNN, MS now. Get back this up a little bit.
Guard your ear gates. Some of these bloggers, you need to guard your ear gates. Look at somebody say, guard your ear gates. But not only do you need to guard your ear gates, you need to guard your eye gates. You can't allow yourself to see everything. You got to make up in your mind that there are certain things that I'm not going to allow myself to see. There are certain things that I'm not going to allow myself to hear. Why? Because what ends up happening is that whatever you tell yourself influences your next move. Notice that the text does not say that David found someone to encourage him. It says that David encouraged himself. You need to understand that this was not arrogance. It is spiritual maturity. Okay, I'm about to say something that you need to hear. Everybody can speak into your life. Look at somebody.
That's why, let me tell y'all something. Bloggers are under attack. Take that. I don't want to hear no more. All them sermons sound the same. They all preach the same sermon. Bloggers, you're under attack. They don't want the truth out. They don't want the truth to be told. They can't stand the truth. You know, they can't stand people really putting it out there. My taxes paid, but these preachers and taxes, yeah, that's what I said, sir. 2.5 million, and then they said you was going to prison. Did he get that squared away? No wonder he was telling the people, lock the doors. You heard what I said, lock the damn doors. No wonder he told them people to lock the doors. Martin trying to make up probably for lost time. That's a lot of money he probably been paid out. I wonder, did he pay it all? I'm on a payment plan with Uncle Sam. I don't understand. These pastors want to act reckless and don't want. That's all it is at the end of the day, Dr. Tony. They want to talk to you crazy, talk to you sideways, and then when the bloggers come and tell the story, you need to protect your ear gate, protect your eye gate. Stop watching it. Stop watching it. Wait, hold on. Now you affected my damn paycheck, sir. A lot of preachers sound like they fussing and angry, not edifying. I agree, share my love. I agree. Hold on, somebody just inboxed me. His story doesn't. Okay, this is from one of our bushwatchers. His story doesn't settle in my spirit. That's too much money to owe not to know. Well, he made it seem like, I guess how I interpret it, he made it seem like Melinda was gone. Maybe she handled the finances. That's how it sounded, doctor. Like, he made it sound like, okay, she's no longer here. So the information I would need would be like from her. That's how I heard it, you know. Very convenient. I agree. Very convenient. Oh, task about new followers and friends, y'all. I don't know. I encourage all pastors to watch Greenleaf and learn from it. Yeah, they need to just go ahead and close the doors and put padlocks on the doors and just close it up. He paid it off. That's when his music career took off heavy. Oh, he paid it off. How you know? Y'all be talking about, yeah, they handled everything. How you know, Romero, he paid it off? I'm serious. How you know? How you know he paid it off? He paid it off. That's when his music career took off heavy. Okay, tell me how you know. How you know he paid it off, Romero? His late wife went took care of those affairs. That's what it sounded like to me. Wait a minute. Let me get some of these comments here. Wait a minute. He put that. That's, you know, these people, I'm telling y'all, And you can't even mention a woman's name. I don't know what it is, you know, you don't want to mention her in the pulpit. You don't want to trigger your new wife, or I don't know, y'all. I'm not trying to make them a mountain out of a molehill, you know. He was on tour heavy. Okay. I'm still trying to figure out how you know. I'm just trying to figure out, was you up there? Was you up there at the IRS office, Ramel? I want his members to read the word for themselves. These messages seem real self-serving. That's what I be saying. Like, do y'all get up in the morning and put these sermons together? Like, let me see what I can do to garner not only sympathy, but master manipulate and gaslight the whole congregation. Let me see. Melinda didn't handle the business. Well, she was passed on. She went on to the arms of Jesus. And so he said he was basically there dealing with the IRS. And they said, you get ready to go to the slammer. You get ready to hit the bricks. You know, so I don't know what happened up there, Ty Squad. But Ramel, I guess Ramel was up there at the IRS office because he said it's all paid off now. Yeah. All right. Let me do this real quick. Hold on one second. Do something real quick. Is there anybody that would like to come up and address any of our Church World Express stories? Because they were kind of hot tonight, y'all. Anybody that would like to come up and address any of the Church World Express stories, the link is available. I'm not going to leave it up. I'm not going to be soliciting you hitting this link all night. But if you want to come up and say something concerning Brandon Crawley and Bishop McKissick, you want to say something about, you know, Apology Gate, come on up. Yeah. Now will be the time. Okay. I'm gonna wait a few moments. Marvin Sapp. Okay, the link is in the chat. Do that link work? That's the next question. Do the link work? Do you have anything to say tonight? Oh, they tell me of a home so far away. Yeah, Bishop Sapp, hit the link. Oh, they tell me of a home far beyond the sky. Okay, anybody hit the link? We up out of here. Okay, we're moving. All right. What time is it now? Oh, it's time for what is it called? Talk of the Net. Okay. What is going on with my dang old thing? I don't want to see him no more. Why is this thing stuck? Oh my God, no, wait a minute. Please don't tell me this thing is stuck. Oh no. Okay, wait a minute. Did this delete it, Tyesse? Maybe that'll help delete. Okay, because it's I don't know what that was. Okay, let's get to the Talk of the Net, Tyesse Squad. Now my thing is stuck. Oh my God. I think I'm having some memory issues, y'all. I'm dealing with some memory issues because I keep getting things getting stuck. Okay. There goes somebody. Maybe this will help. Okay. Hey, CC.
Hey, mother. How you doing?
I'm fine.
That's good. That's good. I'm just so sick of these preachers. I ain't mind. Baby, what was all that for? The bloggers this, the bloggers that. No, the bloggers are showing that you do your dirt, you get caught up, you don't want to be held accountable, and you're mad at the end of the day. Well, if we're gonna guard our ear gates and eye gates, let's guard our pocketbooks. Let's do that too.
Yeah.
I'm over it. I'm over it. Like he must have been scared his teeth was gonna come out of something. Like what's I mean, he trying to defend crime. What's going on? I'm just confused.
You talking about I had to go out and come back in. Are you talking about the DoorDash pastor, or you still talking about Sapp?
Sapp.
Oh yeah, well Sapp, sometimes his sermons just really they don't connect well. Like you probably got to go and sit and listen to the whole thing to
I refuse.
And I'm not gonna sit and watch this whole sermon. No,
because my nerves too bad. I can't deal. I just wanted to say I'm just sick of all of them. Just go sit down somewhere. That's all.
All right, love you.
Love you too.
Bye. I cannot. Anybody else want to come up and say something? Okay. That looks. Oh, hey Ross. I'm trying to figure out who that was. Hey Ross.
Hey, Ty, Mazda Squad. Can y'all hear me okay?
Crystal clear.
Oh, good, good. I just wanted to come on and say something really quick about Marvin Sapsucker. Um, I just wanted to say that's what we used to call him back in the PAW days
Okay.
before he got real big when he was a district elder and we knew to clear out and go find something to eat when it was his time to preach. But I digress. So, one of the things that he said in his message, I don't know if a lot of people caught it, when he was talking about how when his wife had passed away, how he didn't turn to drugs or anything like that because he had the Holy Ghost and he didn't have to do that to turn,
Mhm.
basically bashing people who got the Holy Ghost and turn to those things. If
Mhm.
I was a member as a recovering alcoholic, if I was a member of his church, that would have been my last Sunday there,
Yeah.
because that's one of the most insensitive things to say, because everybody doesn't cope with life like everybody else does with the Holy Ghost. I don't care how anointed you are. That's why I really appreciated E. Dewey Smith when he preached about when he had all those deaths back to back, and when his mother died, and he
Yeah.
had all those deaths back to back, and he was honest about how he was taking shots of Patron until he went to therapy.
Mhm.
You know that draws people to Christ versus you painting yourself as a saint while you got the IRS showing up at your door. But I digress. But
Ross, thank you.
I'm gonna just drop back down.
Thank you for always keeping it real, brother. All
You're
right.
welcome. I love y'all.
I love you too. All right. Bees, you up next.
Ty, Ross tickled me. That man said, you got an IRS shut up at your door. Like, this is ridiculous. um, so two things. One is I think our pastors are coming into an understanding
Mhm.
that we are not stupid,
Yeah.
that we know that we need to know God for ourselves.
Mhm.
And the ones who are not ethical in handling us turn to these types of tricks.
Yeah.
And specifically, I want to call him Rudy so bad, but Rudolph over there in Duval County. Someone is asking a question or having a conversation. If you're stepping in as a bishop to clarify, to say something and to clarify, what is the attitude for?
Yeah.
What if there's nothing wrong here and you've done what you need to do correctly? What is the attitude for? The attitude's there because something hit you, and a hit dog
Mhm.
will holler. So what is it in you that you feel you need to preserve yourself or your reputation or whatnot? As people who are informed and, more importantly, engaged, which I think is what God wants of us, not to
Mhm.
be passive, sitting in the pew going through the motions, but to be thinking about what am I hearing? Since we want to guard our ear gate, that's
Mhm.
what we need to guard our ear gate in church. That's where the guard need to be up, is
Right.
in church, not necessarily always in the world. So that's Rudy. Now Marvin. I need Marvin, because he's done this a few times, to I know that he got that honorary doctorate. I need him to put some of those skills, if he had a little bit of them, to use. Meaning, handle the text appropriately. Your text about David encouraging himself in context was about David having a traumatic experience of his family and the families of the people who followed him being taken off as war captives. It's a very traumatic thing. We know that all types of trafficking and stuff happened as a result of war.
Okay.
David did not ignore everybody. David heard, the Bible said, the grieving of the people. Just because it did not say David turned around and drank himself to a stupor doesn't mean that David didn't cope like a regular man did. But at
Mhm.
some point, David had a conversation with God, and God gave him clarity to move forward. So in nowhere in the text was it, well, I'm going to turn off the ears, turn off my ears to my critics or to people who are talking about me. It's the actual opposite happened in the text. He listened to the grieving of his people, which meant that he probably had a heart of compassion towards the people. And that pricked his heart even so to go ask God what to do. That's a proper handling of what's happening in the text. So these people self-serving, well, don't listen to people who have criticism, basically listen to me, believe me. If they say something negative, you automatically guard your Facebook profile. All of this seems real fishy to me. So I agree with Marvin. Guard your ear gate and your eye gate, whatever else gates you got, because perhaps your pastors might be scamming a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I have to say. I love you. I love y'all, Time Squad.
We'll love you more. Thanks, sis. All right. Chaplain Frankly, you're up next.
All right. Pastor Ty, can you hear me?
I can.
Oh, great. Hey, listen, I lived in Jacksonville for over a year and worked at a hospital, clinic, or pastor education with someone who was an important member at Bishop McKissick's church. Mm-hmm. And so his father was like the king. So his father was similar, I think, to Adam Clayton Powell's father, like the king. And so the son is like the prince. So he carries himself like the prince, and he's treated like a prince in the Black church community there in Jacksonville. So he does have an heir. I'm just surprised that he is supportive, though. So we need to give him credit, even though it was attitudinal. We need to give him credit that that he was supportive. That's one thing. The other thing is I get concerning Brother Sapp, or Bishop Sapp. I guess he's a bishop. I think that, again, we're looking at works righteousness. You hear me talk about that all the time, and how one is conditioned. I really believe that, and maybe it's just delusional, also, that some people think if they don't partake in any red wine, which is supposed to be good for the physical body, as long as you don't do it excessively, or drink any kind of liquor, then you're going to make it to heaven. Or if you don't cuss in your head, that you're going to make it to heaven. So I think that deconstruction is needed so that they and we, all of us, need to daily work on the interior life of love, joy, peace. Because if you get the spirit, heart straight, the soul straight, then that'll take care of the rest. So
yes.
Yeah, so that's all I wanted to share with you. Thank you so much. I appreciate your work.
And thank you for giving us a little insight into Bishop McKissick. Thank you. All right, everybody, listen. The blogs ain't going nowhere. I'm just gonna be honest with you, Bishop Sapp. They're not the blogs. Tyesse ain't going nowhere. I'm staying on the wall, and I'm gonna keep on keeping on. So I know y'all just hate us, all of y'all. Every time you look up, y'all talking about us, and so it's okay. But I'm just saying, we ain't going nowhere. None of us, no time soon, and that includes the slop bucket and the integral bloggers. All right, why don't we do this? Why don't we do some fan funding? Because we're so caught up tonight financially. We don't even have to do much tonight. So if you want to support us, hit the Cash App. We're in a really good space right now. Oh yeah, we're good. So for those that have not sown, if you would like to sow now. We need about $85. That would be the goal for tonight. However, if we don't reach the $85, we're still okay. Right? So we're in a good spot. If we don't get none of the 85 or partial, we're still in good shape because of the giving of so many of you already tonight. Thank you so much, Brother Charles Ross, Brother Marcus, Brother Mark Griffith. Thank y'all so much. Those are the ways to give on your screen, including Chime. We'll wait a millisecond or two and see if anybody answers the call. I think we may be able to get out of here tonight by 11:30. We normally get out of here super late, but I think we should be able to get out of here a little early tonight. All right, those are the ways to give, including Cash App. Thank you so much to all those that want to give, all those that desire to give. Marcus, thank you so much. I cannot. Marcus sent the $85. Thank you so much, brother. We can move on. Okay. Marcus sent the $85 that we needed for that even number. All right. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. I really, really do. All right. Let's get back into it. It is time for, we're going to do Talk of the Net. Let's get that done. Talk of the Net. Okay. And we're going to start with, we're going to start with that lady, Tanisha Warner, sat down with Gayle King, y'all. Now, I'm going to be honest. Thank you so much, Brother Mark. Thank you so much. And Brother Theo just sent in a seed of 1088. Thank you, Brother Theo. I haven't seen it yet, y'all. Did anybody see it? You know, I did see a little clip. You know, I saw a little clip of the lady. This is Malcolm Jamal Warner's wife, his widow. And she said, listen, she needs her envelope. And she said she ain't leaving without it. She said she don't know what y'all got going on, but she needs that ASAP, you know. I brought you the story yesterday, Ty Squad. Yeah, she's suing her mother-in-law because she said that there were no provisions have been met for her, including a life insurance policy and some other financial provisions that were not met. Malcolm is gone, and you know, child, this is gonna get sticky because you got Mama Warner, you got wife Warner, and then you got Malcolm. He no longer here. Ooh, child, this is a mess. Everything was put in a family trust, and the mama is over the trust. Help me, Holy Ghost. I've been following this situation with Warner. You have? She needs to give that lady something. I think, like, here's my thing. If she filed a lawsuit, that means she don't have communication with her. Look like she should have reached out to her mother-in-law first. But if she probably ain't got no contact with her, a lawsuit was the only thing. And then she probably feel like she's not going to give me nothing. Even if I ask for it, she ain't going to give me nothing. She's not going to give me a dime. So why should I ask? I ain't calling her. I'm calling my lawyer. Samara said she looks like, girl, the funeral been over with, girl. Why you still look, you know? Honey, the funeral been over a year now. So, sis, what's going on? I don't know, Samara. I don't know what's going on with this lady. She looked like she been crying, but Malcolm been gone for a year. She is the you know, wife. They were married, you know, for several years. They appear to be happy, you know. Child, look, I don't know what to add. She went around there to Gayle. I ain't watching to tell y'all what she said. I ain't gonna sit there and lie to you. I had a lot to do today, honey. I ain't watched her and Gayle sit down. But I can say this. I know Gayle, she's known for asking tough questions. I know Gayle is known for asking tough questions. First question I want to know, girl, why would you sue your mother-in-law? You didn't want to reach out and send an email or maybe a letter asking her, girl, listen, can we work this out? I want an envelope. That's all I need is just one envelope. All right, y'all, we're going to keep an eye on this, but everybody's talking about Tanisha Warner versus Pamela Warner and the Malcolm Jamal Warner family trust. Yeah. It's the talk of the net right now. All right. He should have had his wife on the paperwork. Maybe there's a reason why he didn't. Child, listen, everybody talking about, well, maybe he was busy. Child, maybe he wasn't. Oh, maybe he was busy. He forgot. Child, What if he didn't? What if he wanted it this way? Red flag, the mother is over the estate. No, over the trust. It's a trust. She's the executor over that trust. She likely needs to sue the estate for child support. That seems to be her option. Yeah. I'm going to watch it tonight before bed, y'all. I'm going to give me some applesauce, and I'll listen to it. That's the best I can do, lady. I don't really know you like that. You know, man, I don't know you. Charleston White is he's on a fast track to, you know, being neutralized. It's like he has a unaliving wish, you know, and I don't know what's going on with this guy. He's really deplorable. He's despicable, and I think he's going to get what he's looking for. The news that came out last night, Charleston White was in Houston after he done dissed everybody in Houston, Jay Prince, Rap-A-Lot Records, everybody, you know, laid everybody out, talked about the mama, the kids, their kids, talked about everybody's clothes, and he was over there with Dr. Candace Matthews at an event. They're low-key reading and dragging her as well for having him, you know. But Charleston White was over in Houston after all of that energy that he promulgates online, and he was leaving the event, and as he was leaving, I'm not showing the video here because it goes against YouTube regulations, but as he was leaving the event, somebody shot at him twice, shot at the car twice. You heard the shots. He went live and cussed everybody out and F you and F your mom and F everybody. This guy does this. That's what he does. He talks about gang members. You know, he talks about deceased rappers when they're deceased. You know, I think he's an industry plant. I really do. I think he's a plant. But he's about to get what he, don't worry, he's going to get what he's looking for. See, this little thing he did with Carmelo Anthony. Yeah, that I think that got that right there sent his karma to him faster. Because that was so wrong how he did the Carmelo Anthony family. Yeah, that spared his karma real quick. So you keep going over there to these cities where you're not welcome, and you talk about, I've been to your city, I ain't got no security guards, I ain't got on no bulletproof vest, I ain't got on. Okay, keep going. Keep taunting the gang members. Keep taunting these, you know, gangster record label heads. Keep going, Charleston. We're gonna wake up one morning and the news is gonna be what it's gonna be, y'all. I promise you that. I don't want nothing to happen to nobody. I don't speak nothing ill over nobody. But we're gonna wake up one morning and the news is gonna be hit. Guaranteed. The universe didn't like how you did Carmelo Anthony family. It didn't like it. No. But yeah, that everybody was talking about that late last night. Because it happened yesterday evening, y'all, with him being shot at. Keep talking. Keep going. You're gonna see King Von. You're gonna see everybody you done talked about. You're gonna see him in person. You know. All right. Well, child, the light-skinned boy, he done made his rounds again, y'all. The light-skinned boy, he's over there with Vlad TV. He done made the Art of Dialogue. This is Stephon Diggs and the light-skinned boy with the pretty eyes. Okay, so now he done came out and said that Stephon was buying him stuff, buying him watches and chains and backpacks and stuff like he was a woman. Did y'all hear when he said that? He said, yeah, he was buying me stuff and he flew me and I got flued out and everything. In a minute, you're going to tell too much, light-skinned man. What's it? Oh, his name is Chris. Chris, in a minute, because see, y'all girls talk too damn much. In a minute, you're going to slip out and tell the real deal. Because the man asked you, I watched the whole interview. The man asked you, are y'all lovers? Have y'all ever chewed it? And girl, you got more answers, honey, than a Scrabble cheat sheet. You got more twists and turns. He said that he was buying him outfits and buying him purses and stuff and pocketbooks and all kind of stuff. All I want to do is I just want to see the video. I'm just being honest. All I want to see is the video footage. Oh, these are Bush Queens, girl. I'm not playing these games with these people no more. I'm not playing these games with these people. I can't even play the video because the video is so damn salacious and so damn X-rated. I was gonna play the video so y'all can hear what he said, but the video is so damn salacious. I'm trying to I want to get my monetization for this video. You know, y'all need to really, really be clear about who y'all are and stop playing these games because the people see y'all for who you are. We see y'all for who you are. We done clock this thing. These are two Bush bunnies that fell out for whatever reason. Now, they did say they caught you in a house stealing. I did hear the audio. Light-skinned man with the pretty eyes. They said that they caught you in a house stealing, and that's how it all kicked off. They said you was trying to sneak up out of there with a bag full of clothes. They said you was trying to give like when Suge Avery came to get Celie, they said you was moving real fast. Oh, Mark, I just want to see the video. I just want to just give me a link to the video. That's all I want. He would have got more if he'd been quiet. Yeah. Well, the brother already settled with him. Stefan brother already settled. I don't know why Stefan holding out. Get this man like $100,000 and tell him to go on somewhere. That's what I told Tyler Perry, but he a Virgo. He's stubborn. I told Tyler Perry, all them light-skinned men you up there with, girl, if you don't get that man a check. But I told that other man, I said, sir, ain't nobody for to give you no $270 million. Not for grabbing your thigh, sir. I'm sorry, that's not happening. So he returned the gifts right. No, honey, he put them in his closet. Put them all in the closet, sis. He said he was getting flown out. He said he didn't understand that he was treating me like I was a woman. That's because y'all are both gals. That's what he was treating me like I was. That's because y'all are both gals. That's my baby. That's why he was treating you like that. Young man. Oh. I'm moving on, y'all. I'm moving on. We got to get to the let's get to Sports Center, y'all. I cannot. Oh, well, that took me out. That took me out yesterday, y'all. When he said, what he said, he was buying me stuff and shopping with me like I was a woman. I said, oh, wait a minute, you finna. Mama said, keep a little bit, spread a little bit, keep a little bit. Okay, we got Sports Center, y'all. Let's get into it. We got Cam Newton. Cam Newton and that band, they done got fired over at ESPN. They gave both of them the boot. Oh no, I'm so sorry that happened. Okay, wait a minute. ESPN has begun a significant round of layoffs tied largely to the integration in the NFL network. To its integration of NFL network after Disney's acquisition of those assets. The cuts have affected both behind the scenes employees and on-air personalities, including Cam Newton, who recently confirmed he was surprised by the decision, but said he plans to focus on growing his own media platform. Well, he has a great platform, so he'll be okay. Now, Ryan Clark, that was another story there. Now, Ryan, they said they told him while he was still on the air. They said they was trying to give him, I don't know if they got, gave him the tea while he was on the air or waited until he got off the air. That's horrible. I'm so sorry. What's that man named? Mr. Griffin. Oh. And they said somebody named Carl Rebeck also is going to be exiting. ESPN Disney is an awful company to work. Every few years, they find themselves laying people off just awful. Yeah, Dwight Spencer. Yeah, bro. Don't go around there, Dwight. Don't go around there messing with that mess because they'll wind up laying you off. East, who you think was doing what? Y'all not gonna wait. Shelby, let me tell you something. 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 both of these girls are butch queens, but both of these girls are butch queens. But I think Stefan, she can play trade when she want to. But then other than light skinned thing, I think she likes to play house. I think the light skinned thing likes to play house, but Stefan, she can play trade, and I think she can also, when she wants to, she can be a lady. I really believe that in my spirit. But those are both butch queens, down to the ground. Oh, I'm so sorry. What happened to them people? I'm so sorry. Oh my God, no. Okay, they both rich. They got millions of dollars. They'll be all right. Right now, anybody working for ESPN or go over there, honey, you should know in 2 years your ass is gonna be in the streets. You should know. 2 years you're gonna be in the streets. Full stop. All right, take care, fellas. Okay, so I don't know what happened with LeBron James, y'all. I don't know what the hell happened with this Miami situation. I'm just gonna read it to you, and okay, so the Miami Heat sparked a social media frenzy after their official YouTube account briefly posted a live stream titled LeBron James Introductory Press Conference scheduled for July 27. The team quickly deleted the post and said it was an internal mistake made while preparing placeholder content in case James eventually signs with Miami. There is no official announcement that LeBron has agreed to join the Heat, but the incident was intensified speculation. The incident has intensified speculation as the 41-year-old free agent weighs offers from several teams, including Miami, Cleveland, Golden State, and Philadelphia. The question is, Ty Squad, out of those four teams, what do you think? Where do you think he's going to land? Miami, Cleveland, back in Cleveland, back in Miami, Golden State, or Philadelphia? Can you put your guess in the chat? Where do you think he's going to land? Y'all are a mess. I cannot. Jared's right. Y'all are a mess. I'm looking at these comments. Okay, I see one from Miami. Okay, I see one from Miami. What else do we got? Do we have any Clevelands? Why did he go back to Cleveland? Does anybody know? Why would he go back to Cleveland, Ohio? I'm banking on Miami. Why would they post that like that? Now they done ruined the whole damn thing if he is going to Miami. Whoever did that needs to be fired with Ryan and that other man. Y'all all need to be fired. Okay, we see a lot of Cleveland. Okay. Okay, Golden. Okay. Hopefully he lands his ass on seat and sit up. The same thing, like, sir, what are you trying to prove? It's like when my girl Serena came back to play again. Like, at some point, y'all are great. You're the GOATs. You have nothing more to prove. Go out on top. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but if he's still 41, he's still got the energy and he's still viable, we can't stop him, y'all. We can't stop him. I would say, like, baby, go out on top. Do like Tina Turner did. Tina Turner said, hey, this is my last concert. I'm out of here, y'all. Y'all got this shit. Tina Turner said, y'all got it. All right. Let's jump into our stories, Ty Squad. Let's jump right into them tonight. That was our Sports Center, and we're going to jump into these stories. There it is. There it is. I'm going to sleep good tonight. All right. Okay, let's jump into it, Ty Squad. Let's jump into our stories. All right. For those that did not see my video today, the preliminary autopsy results for Nolan Wells was released. Attorney Ben Crump, along with members of the NAACP, his family, held a press conference in Chicago. There were some significant things that were, noted and released, including a what looked like may have been some sort of contusion or something to the back of his head. His throat was missing. They said that it may still be over at the coroner's office in Mississippi. There's a possibility. There's a lot going on. His body was found with clothes on, but we have a video of him on the boat with no shirt on. Now, one of the people that found his body is asking, can he release the picture? And he's saying stuff like it looked like he was just laying there asleep. Oh my God. Yeah, it's just a lot going on. And the trauma, it doesn't subside. We're still trying to figure out what happened to Nolan Wells. There's a $125,000 reward from Tyler Perry and Al Sharpton, Colin Kaepernick. So many people have put forth. We were live this morning, but it was so early in the morning. Some of y'all, I know some of y'all was not up, But yeah, they said a lot of his throat was missing. And we're trying to figure out, is it still at the coroner's office, or are you saying his throat was missing altogether? Like there's nothing there. Is it from the autopsy being missing, or I wasn't sure. It wasn't clear what they meant by missing. Somebody knows something. It was 300-400 people out there on the island. Yeah, it was 300 or 400 people, and so this case is not going away. I know they want to dictate how we respond. These Brandon Tatums and all these damn, whack jobs, but we're going to stay on this case because this is personal to us. This is personal to Black people because we've been here before with multiple people. We survived, Trayvon Martin, Tamir Rice, and so Breonna Taylor. Listen, if the coroner discarded his throat, we will know already. Yes. Listen, it could be the contents of his throat. All the stuff from his throat could be at the coroner's office. Once we get that main autopsy back, since we'll know more. Because to be honest, we didn't learn a whole lot from these findings they released today, other than there was, a blow. It looks like a blow to the back of the head. Yeah. So let's keep our eyes on the prize, everybody. Let's stay focused. Let's not get off focus. Thank you, Malika Hill, for $50. I appreciate you, sweetheart. I really, really do. Thank you, Malika. You mean the world to me. We had the Tanisha Warner, and we have the Tanisha Warner and Pamela Warner case. And now coming in at number 4 tonight, Tyesse Squad, we have the family, the brothers of Chadwick Boseman, and they are livid. They are livid. We have the brothers of Chadwick Boseman coming out saying that they would like his wife removed as executor of his estate. And the reason why they want her removed is because they said that they have not received anything. Listen, there's a new legal battle, a new legal dispute involving the estate of the late Chadwick Boseman. His brothers, Kevin and Derek, seen on the left with him, have filed a petition in Los Angeles asking the court to remove his widow, Taylor Simone Ledward Boseman, as the administrator of his estate. According to the court filing, the brothers allege she has failed to properly distribute estate assets nearly 6 years after his passing. Did y'all hear that? 6 years. Chadwick's parents, Leroy and Carolyn Boseman, have allegedly been excluded from important estate decisions, royalties, residual payments, intellectual property rights, insurance proceeds, and other assets have not been fully accounted for or distributed. Therefore, be it resolved, not they believe there has been a lack of transparency and how the estate has been managed. Now, I'm gonna say this to you, Mama, Miss Boseman. Yeah, like that's wrong, sis. Like, come on, like sometimes people. I'm gonna be honest with you. When a husband died, they cut the family off. They don't really deal with the family. Look at Vanessa. Look at Vanessa Wright, how she did Kobe people. Well, that is wrong. I mean, listen, that's his family, his mama, his daddy. If there were provisions in his will for his family, they need to get with, if they're owed anything. So it's been 6 years and they say they ain't seen nothing. They don't even know what the hell is going on. I really feel for these people too. That's messed up. I mean, we seen her when he first passed away. She was on every award show crying and stuff. I thought she was a nice lady. Man, they said you've been hawking all them envelopes for 6 years now. This man was in Black Panther, so we know he got a nice little envelope somewhere in the back. What they're saying, Harold, is the fact that they have not seen anything. They haven't seen anything to know if they were entitled to something. And he was very close to his family, so I don't see why he wouldn't, leave us something, a little envelope for the family. So they say it's been 6 years, Harold. That's what she's saying. It's been 6 years. They're saying it's been 6 years. They haven't seen anything. They don't even know, well, what did he leave? Were they in the will, or did instruct her not to give any? See, that's what happens. I'm telling y'all, men, please, sisters, also leave your family explicit, whatever you put them down for. Make sure everything is clear and concise. They don't always leave the family anything. I guess everybody don't think like me. I don't understand that. That nobody can never make that make sense to me. You work $800 million and you leave your mama and daddy nothing and leave everything to your wife. That I don't care what nobody say. That would never make sense to me. Now, if you were estranged from your family and y'all, didn't know each other, okay, I can understand it. I'm sorry, Kobe Bryant, that was crazy. But what made all that money and his family didn't get probably nothing. I don't like that. I was trying to think, did Muhammad Ali children get anything? I know Layla had her own little change, but same thing what happened with Richard Pryor kids. How much was their envelopes? He was young and never planned to leave before his parents. Oh, was that what it was, Harold? You was up there, Harold. Did you walk around there? Harold? I never liked her either. Her eyes were so beady. I never liked her too, CC. Coming in at number 4, the family of Chadwick Boseman says there's going to be an envelope gate. Yeah, coming in at number 4 tonight. There's going to be an envelope gate. All right, that's why. Coming in at number 3. We have child. This is a hot mess right here. Okay, a federal appeals court has ordered the U.S. Department of Education to provide student loan relief to more than 500,000 borrowers, right? Covered by the Sweet v. McMahon settlement, formerly Sweet v. Cordova. The court rejected the department's attempt to delay carrying out the settlement. Okay. The ruling affects borrowers who filed borrower's defense to repayment claims alleging that they were defrauded by their schools, the department must move forward with canceling eligible federal student loans for borrowers whose claims qualify under the settlement. For eligible borrowers, the relief can include cancellation of the applicable federal student loan balance, refunds of qualifying payments already made, removal of the discharged loans from their credit reports. Okay, now listen, what this is not a blanket cancellation of 500,000 student loans for all borrowers. It applies to a specific group of borrowers covered by court-approved settlement involving borrower defense claims against schools accused of misconduct. The settlement as a whole covers relief worth billions of dollars for more than 500,000 borrowers. We didn't have time tonight to look into who qualifies, which schools were covered, and what the Ninth Circuit's ruling means going forward. We don't have time for that. This ain't that. We have to do that in a daytime show, Tyesse. Wow. Yeah. I know that sometimes happens between family. Yeah. Hey, LaShawn, still standing. Happy birthday. I've been looking over paperwork today. Since my parents' death, I learned to check paperwork every birthday yearly. Okay. Y'all go up there and see if one of your schools was crooked. One of them schools, but I want all Black students, whether PWIs or HBCUs, to get some sort of, that's what I want. Not just students that went through something at a school that has some faulty accreditation. I want all students, whether you're at Morehouse or whether you're at Vanderbilt, or whether you're at Duke, to get some damn relief. That's what I want. But I'm gonna go around there and I'll put my sundress on and see if that my name's involved in anything. Type my name and social and see what I can come up with. Because I'm sick of them bothering me every day on the phone. Anyways, I'm tired of them people bothering me. Coming in at number 3 tonight, Tyesse Squad, the Department of Education on the ropes with these students and stuff. All right, we have a multi-pronged story coming in at number 2 tonight, y'all. Multi-pronged story. Number 2 almost tied. It could have been number 1, but yeah, okay. Right now we're in a medical crisis in America. I don't know if you guys have heard or seen what is going on. It is unbelievable, but believable. There is a lot going on right now with our medical and our healthcare system. And yeah, it's happening right up on our noses because we're being distracted by Iran. We're being distracted by other things, and there's a lot going on locally, state, and nationally. I'm going to go through a few of them right now and let you take a look at some of this stuff that's going on, okay? First up, hold on. First up, Tyesse Squad, we have the news that the CDC, let me get the exact number. Want to make sure we got the right information for you. Hold on. Okay, so the CDC is reportedly ending $200 million in HIV prevention grants, putting nearly 100 community organizations at risk. These organizations are already struggling in any given calendar year. But this is a catastrophe for the HIV/AIDS social justice advocacy world, right? It's a catastrophe. The CDC is reportedly ending $200 million in HIV prevention grants. I've told you, and I'll tell you again, they want you to die, okay? That's what they want. And now we're hearing over in LA, a hospital that I know very well is expected to close. Let's take a look.
If that hospital shuts down, people will die.
3 years since the COVID pandemic ended, Martin Luther King Jr. Community Hospital in Willowbrook is still receiving and treating patients in tents outside where ambulances used to park. Their emergency room is one of the busiest in the country, even though they're a small community hospital, because they serve an area with few clinics and hospitals. 80% of their patients are covered by Medicaid. And now, staggering cuts to Medicaid, part of the big, beautiful bill, which will begin at the end of this year. $1 trillion over 10 years would leave the hospital with a 20% gap in revenue.
We're worried about our patients losing their coverage, which means that they won't be able to access care outside of the hospital. They'll wait until they're sicker, and they'll end up coming into the hospital needing more care.
People like Marcus Liddell, who's disabled because of a workplace injury. But that's not what landed him in MLK for 22 days last February.
I had caught pneumonia, and they thought it was another infection in my lung, a staph infection. And Dr. K and the lung doctor, they revived me. I thought I was over.
Liddell says receiving treatment near where he lives was key to surviving his infection.
I couldn't have probably made it nowhere. I couldn't even breathe.
Dana Rogers' father, Willie Pollard, spent 7 months at MLK for a gallbladder infection.
He was so swollen and infected really bad, and I didn't think he was going to make it. So they were able to go in and get all the gallbladder out. And the hospital worked with us so well. You know, I was so overwhelmed and afraid. I thought my father was going to leave.
So this is what we're dealing with. And I just want to take this down so people can see me, so people can see my face. And then we got one more clip. So when y'all are running around here voting for this man, you know what I'm saying? When you're voting for white supremacy, this is what happens. I know he did the okie doke. I know you feel stupid, but this is what we're talking about. I know you feel like an idiot, a dummy, stupid, but yeah, it's okay. It's all right. You live and you learn. We have one more clip. Yes, an idiot, dummy, stupid. All right.
There is not one good reason. You claim, you avow that you are a self-proclaimed Christian nationalist, so I'm sure you spent some time in Sunday school.
That's a pejorative.
I'm sorry, did you happen upon a scripture that said, thou shalt make their neighbor poorer, hungrier, sicker, and less safe? That's actually what you've done. I didn't ask you to speak. This makes no sense. You are as incompetent as you are cruel and callous. Seriously, there are millions of families who have had to deal with an unexpected medical crisis, including yours, I'm sure, because cancer and illness do not discriminate. They don't care how fat your wallet is or what your zip code is. Everyone has been faced with some unexpected crisis that interrupted their life and destabilized their financial future, carrying the burden of caregiving, carrying the burden of sleepless nights, carrying the burden of debt unpaid, medical bills. But what upsets me most, please look at me, what upsets me most is the shame that people carry about that debt. So let me be clear to families throughout the country. The only people who should be ashamed of medical debt is the Republican Party, because they have obstructed progress for affordable health care at every turn. And then they rescinded the rule that would have given you some relief.
Would the gentlelady yield?
I will not. This is my time.
Would the gentlelady yield?
I will not yield. This is my time. And he's on his way out the door, and he needs to know exactly the harm he has caused. But the American people deserve to know.
Talk about Obamacare.
I will not yield.
It's Miss Presley's time.
Why are you speaking to me when I didn't yield to you? Direct your vote. You have gutted the CFPB. You have dropped settlements the CFPB brought against predatory companies that were supposed to provide relief to customers. $360 million to help people gone. Americans are in dire need of financial relief, but Trump and his co-conspirators, his cult of co-conspirators, are making life worse for everyday people. And I mean everyone. Women, the disabled, young people, seniors, veterans, immigrants, and especially people of color who are most burdened by debt and predatory collection and reporting practices. That is exactly why I introduced legislation to stop you from hurting people, like getting rid of consumer protections related to medical debt. The American public deserves better. They deserve better than you.
Sister Presley, she's out of Massachusetts, I believe, and like Maxine Waters, like Jasmine Crockett, she don't pull no punches. We're in a crisis right now, y'all. As this year closes out, so many people have no idea what's coming for their health care. They have no idea. People will die for sure. That's not even an exaggeration or a fear tactic, but they're setting it up. The way they're setting it up, so many people are not going to be eligible. They're talking about you have to recertify every 4 months, every 6 months. Recertify. Like, y'all. This is why they said elections have consequences. People that voted for this man probably not even going to be alive in 2027. Like, you went around with 3 teeth in your head, right? Tell about make America great again. All right, well, we'll see. See, all the money they saving, they taking it and spending it. They pocketing it, using it for their projects. Let's see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I don't have anything else to add, y'all. I'm just being honest. Let's get to our number one story. Our number one story tonight. It is out of Memphis. It is very triggering. It is our number one story tonight. It is our final story of the night. It is highly triggering, and it has got Black America split down the middle for those that know about it. I think Xavier Wales' case is kind of pulling away from this story going viral, but a lot of people know about it. There was a mother who basically found a young man in her daughter's room under her bed. Her daughter was 13. The young man is 20. And she shot the young man. The mother was arrested. She was arrested. Okay. And we're going to take a look at the local news coverage. Hopefully we got the great audio. Hold on.
Following new developments in the case of a Memphis mother accused of shooting and killing a man she says she found hiding under her daughter's bed. In court this morning, Kendra Scott, who is charged with first-degree murder, had her bond set at $100,000 and was also ordered not to have contact with the victim's family. Memphis police say when they initially arrived to the scene last week, the victim, Rudolph Morton, was found dead near the home's porch after he had been shot in the back of the head. WREG's Shay Arthur is live tonight after speaking with a former teacher of Morton's and what she wants people to know about him. Shay?
Hey, Stephanie. Yeah, she says this case could have been handled so many other ways, not ending with a 20-year-old man being killed.
Perkins says she's the former middle school teacher of Rudolph Morton, who Memphis police say was shot and killed early last Thursday morning in the Walker Homes neighborhood. She said Morton had learning disabilities.
He was special needs, and I was his special needs teacher.
She described him as soft-spoken and respectful, shocked by his death.
Unbelievable. Very, very hurt because the young man that I knew that most people don't know, based off of this story, they don't know him personally like I did.
In court paperwork, an underage girl told police Morton came to her house early Thursday morning through a back door. Her mother, Kendra Scott, then showed up banging on the door, yelling, "Who was at my house?" Scott says she went inside and found Morton hiding under the girl's bed. Police say as Morton was leaving the home unarmed, he was shot somewhere near the front porch. Detectives discovered he had a gunshot wound to the back of his head. The girl told police her mother has told her in the past if she discovered a boy in the home, he would be faced with violence.
People look at this and they say, well, he should have been in that situation in the first place.
And I agree. I do agree. I do not condone his actions as going and mingling with a 13-year-old. However, when you're cognitively not 20, what do you expect? And then I found out last night that from his sister, no one knew that he was gone away from the house.
Perkins believes Morton thought the girl was older and didn't understand the law.
I just wish she wouldn't have never shot him. That's it. there were so many opportunities for her to stop and think. So many different ways that this could have had a different outcome. So many different ways. Call the police. If you got a gun, hold them there to gunpoint till the police gets there.
Yeah, and Stephanie, Scott is due back here in court next month. For your news leader, we're live downtown tonight. Shay Arthur, WREG News Channel 3.
I mean, y'all, I don't know. I'm very interested to know your feedback tonight. You know, shooting the boy in the back of the head, that's a little much for me. Shooting him in the back of the head, but there are people that they're saying like, Tyesse, baby, listen. Let's keep it a being here. This is somebody's child, and a man, a 20-year-old man was found, you know, he wasn't a big guy, but a 20-year-old man was found under, you know, the bed. I'm gonna wait for y'all to see what y'all gotta say, because this is a tough one, y'all. This is a tough one. Is there anybody in the chat that feels like, you know, they may have done the same thing? Yeah. There are people that said that, yeah, there were, you know, different places you could have shot the boy at, man. I'm like, oh my God. You know, like, and then the question has to be for the lady that was just talking, ma'am, how special needs is he if he's, you know how to go over to a house and get up under a bed? You know, people are saying, well, special needs, or how special needs is he? Because he know how to get up under the bed and he know how to hide and everything, you know. All right, we're just waiting here. We're waiting to see. I'm just looking at some of y'all comments. I believe the mother has been released out on bail. She's out on bail. But you know, now their lives are gonna be messed up because they have to live in this community, and there's some people that are very, very angry right now, right? There's some people that are real angry, so I don't know. They're gonna be in a real quandary. All right, I'm gonna put something over this. I'm gonna show the girl, but let me cover her face up. But she's underage. I don't really want to show her face. I had made a slide, but I just thought about it. I don't want to show her. She's 13. She's a minor. Okay, let's cover her face up. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. There we go. Okay, we got that. I understand both sides. I do too, Pat. I'm more of a both sides person. But ma'am, I think I think her bail was $100,000. And so she's out on bail. I think no jury is going to see you shooting somebody in the back of the head as some sort of threat, man. I'm sorry. I have caught. Have she caught boys over there? Yeah, you should have been more, you know, trying to figure out what was going on with your daughter, ma'am. I'm just saying, because like, you should have been over to discipline your daughter. If anything, like if you want to discipline somebody, you know, tell your daughter, honey, come here, let me spank your leg. But blowing somebody away, shooting them in the back of the head. Oh my God. We are not making no excuses for this young man because he was 20 and the girl was 13. So we ain't making no excuses for him, but gee whiz. I know some people in the chat that said they would have did the same thing. They find a grown ass man up under their baby bed. I get it.
Following new developments in the case of a Memphis mother accused of shooting and killing a man she says she found hiding under her daughter's bed. In court this morning, Kendra Scott, who is charged with first-degree murder, had her bond set at $100,000 and was also ordered not to have contact with the victim's family. Memphis police say when they initially arrived to the scene last week, the victim...
Okay, so, yeah. This is crazy, y'all. This is absolutely crazy. Oh, the link is still available, y'all. If anybody want to come up, the link is available. The link is available. If anybody want to come up, it's available for any of you guys. If you have pro or con, if you're a pro mama or if you pro, you know, she need to be locked up. You know, the link is available. But all lives are going to be messed up. These lives are going to be messed up. I need more details. This is tragic. I mean, LaFrance. Oh, wait. I'm not laughing, but LaFrance, what more do you need, sis? What you want me to? Okay, LaFrance, what more do you need? Talk to me, LaFrance. You need more details. Okay. I need more details. Okay, the little girl was up under, the boy was under the girl's bed. And then I guess the boy was leaving the house. And the mama, you know, she saw him and she shot him in the back of the head, the friends. This was not no big burly man in the house. And I mean, I don't know how this woman was going to try to formulate some sort of, you know, yeah. Hi.
Hi, can you hear me, Tyesse?
I can.
Yeah, I'm like you. I'm in between, but I'm not, because I was on Facebook, and in one of those, I think it was a Memphis group, they were talking about this guy, the young gentleman, and they said I think he was like developmentally delayed.
Yes.
So he didn't, think like he wasn't on a 20-year-old's level.
No.
As far, mentally. And we all know that person around town, even growing up. It was just that one, I'm going to just say it, that one slow person. I don't know what else to say. That's not that little girl's first time doing that. Her mom had warned her, let me find somebody else up in here. We don't know. She might have been inviting that boy over there and she just got caught. Nevertheless, I think that was like to shoot somebody in the back of the head.
Yeah.
Even if they was talking trash to you, they was talking leaving. They were on their way out the door talking it. Why didn't you just pistol whip him and wait for the cops, or jail is worse. Just let them go to jail. But hey, I'm here for it. I hear everybody's side. I hear you.
I'm looking at everybody's side too. It's like split right down the middle. All right, sis. Thank you. All right. Hey, the friends.
Hey there, Ty. Hey there, Ty Squad. You know what? There's always certain topics that trigger me and I have to come up. Good evening, everyone. What I mean by details, because I'm a real detailed person. I would want to know if he was hiding under the bed. We know he's 20, he's special needs. Did the community know he was special needs? Did she know he was the one that was underneath the bed? When she shot him in the head, was he under the bed or was he walking out the door? Or was he, I don't know. To me, there's so many questions.
Well, he was.
It's just so many questions, and it's so tragic.
He was walking away because he was found outside by the porch.
Oh no! Oh goodness!
Oh, so
okay.
Evidently, he collapsed right there by the porch.
Oh goodness. Okay, then that says a whole lot to me right there. It sounds like she didn't use good judgment at all.
No,
she did not. If a person is walking away from you, there's no stand your ground on that part. You literally murdered someone if you shot him in the back of the head, and he had no defense. He didn't know.
And the thing, what I'm thinking of, France, it was anger because her daughter probably has done this a lot, and all that probably was really like palpable.
Yes.
And it's possible that I don't know. I'm just saying it's possible the young man may have been talking smart on his way out the door or whatever.
He may have.
You know.
He probably did say something smart, and she just snapped and went ahead and popped him.
Yeah.
That's too bad. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, because your mother is in a situation because of you. Yeah.
And now you're not there for your kid. And so now your kid probably, if you don't have any family, your kid goes into the system. And so there you have a cycle cycle of a black child back into the system. That is really tragic.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I wanted to ask.
Thank you for always asking the questions, the hard questions. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Good night. Emmanuel, brother, what's going on? Emmanuel?
Uh-oh. I don't hear you.
I hear you.
I see your lips moving. I'm going to just talk. Okay, go out and come back in. Okay, cool.
Yeah, just go out and come back in. Yeah. The link is available. Anybody want to weigh in? There is a tragedy in Memphis. There is a tragedy in Shelby County tonight. I want to talk like Nancy Grace. We have Bedlam in Shelby County tonight. Do you want to weigh in? The phone lines are open tonight. Bedlam in Shelby County. The links are available for anybody that would like to come up, pro or con. Are you pro mother? Are you pro daughter? Are you pro the victim? Okay. Hey, brother.
Hey, how you doing?
I am just these kind of stories is kind of like it's so difficult because you got to think about that there was a young girl that this 20-year-old man was, in a room.
It was. Okay. So here, I thought about this today with the Nolan Wells story. I watched a little bit of that live this morning when it was originally airing, and then you went on after, and I missed your broadcast.
Okay.
Not to do the whataboutism at all. If this woman was the opposite race that shot this black boy leaving out of her house, would we feel differently about it? How would people feel? And would there be a little bit more grace given that this boy was out of the house or walking out of the house and was shot in the back of the head? I don't know how many people have fired a gun personally, right? But to shoot somebody in the back of the head is a very intentional way to shoot them. It is not accidental. You don't accidentally hit somebody in the back of the head.
No.
You don't.
You got the trajectory. You got to raise your hand.
You have to aim that bad boy. You have to aim it. And I hate it for the mother to be in that situation because it's such a crime of passion, right? Like you're heated, you're in that moment. But I wish that one, like somebody said, I think that the lady that even interviewed said, you know what? You got a gun. Hold them at gunpoint. You're not leaving my house till the police get here. I'm gonna block the door. And if they gotta take my daughter with you, they're gonna take both they gonna take both kids out of jail. Because at this point, that woman, I don't wish this on anybody. That woman's life is over.
Yeah. And
that lady's life is over. And I hate that for her because in her mind, I really believe in her heart, she was protecting her child. And maybe she even thought, I think LaFrance just said it, maybe this, or not LaFrance, I'm sorry. Whoever was before LaFrance, I missed the name, I was listening. But they even mentioned that maybe this was a sign to the daughter of like, I'm not going to tolerate this. I'm the parent. I make the rules. And I'm going to make an example out of this person. But sis, that was the wrong way to do it. Now, that was the wrong way to do it. Now, here's the thing. As a mama, if she'd have squared up with this man in her house and gave him a nice 2-piece on his way out, maybe so. But I don't think that was the way to do it. And you know what, God, please don't ever put me in a situation like that, because I don't want to have to find out that. And
Yeah.
I want to offer and extend that level of grace to her as a parent, that I would hate to have to go through a situation like that.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's a tough one, but
Yeah,
yeah,
it's hard. It's hard because you have to ask. You know, everybody want to know. I mean, what were they doing in the room? Did something happen already? Was something about to happen? Like, you know, is this something? It was he somebody that came by the house regularly? There's so many
possibly.
questions. Mm-hmm.
Possibly. Now, here's the thing. I've been a young person before. I've snuck in a house or
Yeah.
two,
Mm-hmm.
and there's been instances on the very first time of going over, that door swings open,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a matter of fight of
Yeah.
you gotta react quickly. Like,
Mhm.
you gotta disappear, or you take that walk of shame, like, I'm sorry. You get what I'm saying? Like, that happens. But I think that woman knew somebody was in her house. From what they described, that woman walked in the door. Who you got in my house?
Mm-hmm.
She knew. So from the time, you have to think about that level of anger, from pulling up at the house, knowing somebody's at the house, opening the door, walking into the room, inspecting the room.
Uh-huh.
When did she even get the gun? Did she have the gun when she got to the room?
I guess that's why the friend said we got a lot of questions that'll probably gonna be answered during trial.
And like she said, like, I think LaFran said that. Did he say something slick? And she's like, I got something for you. Hold on.
But you know, these little YNs, they real slick mouth. You know,
Yeah. And she was like, okay, not in my house. But
mm-hmm.
then again, once he was at your house, you just got to take that L. You got to take it.
Yeah.
You got to take it. Once he stepped across that threshold, you know what? You won this one, but you won't come back on. And that's what she could have talked to Noise at. You won't cross back in this door.
Mm-hmm.
If it became some kind of confrontation, I hate that for that lady. I hate that for that lady, because Tyesse, they out to get us, man. They out to get
Yeah.
us, and any chance they can get, we're not gonna get that same freedom of, I was
No.
protecting my child, I was protecting my house.
It's a win-win for white supremacy because the mother's in jail and the black man is dead. So
Yeah.
they get a double prize. Yeah.
It's sad. And then the fact to find out that he was a special needs young man, it's like his development,
Yeah.
to whatever extent. And we don't know, because I've worked with special needs people before, and I know people, sometimes they have a level of understanding that is far greater than anything we would give them credit for.
Yes.
So sometimes you just don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna let you go.
No, and another thing, man, in our community, we throw special needs on everybody, like without a diagnosis.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
He a little slow. And
He a little touched.
Have
That's
he
what
been
we do.
diagnosed with anything?
He a little touched. Well, he a little touched. With what? Well, I don't know. He don't act like the other people.
Yeah, it's like we'll throw something on somebody real quick and they ain't even got an official diagnosis. So
We ain't never talked about it. You ain't talked about it, and nobody else has talked about it. But you know what? Somebody said it, and y'all just been running with it ever since. So,
all right, brother. Thank you.
Thank you. See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Well, y'all, I don't know. I'm gonna keep an eye on this one for sure. I'll be following that trial when it happens. Mama, I think your ass going to prison. I'm being honest. Crystal Crockett said, lived in Memphis for 18 years. They trigger happy out there. They shoot and think about it later. Oh, okay. Ooh, Jesus. Well, there it is. Crystal Crockett already gave us our episcopacy. She chose violence against her child and him. Oh, my goodness. Well, Ty Squad, only time will tell how this turns out. But that was our number one story tonight. There is a very tragic case in Memphis. Yeah. Let me see somebody's inboxing me. As a parent of special needs, which the court referred to us as an incapacitated adult, although he was 20, he could easily be cognitively 15. They also could highly arouse. They can also be highly aroused. The 13-year-old directed him. His doctor's records will be introduced since he was in school with a diagnosis. That is true. Thank you for that. All right, everybody. Might need to know details in it. And yeah, ooh, I forgot. It'd be one thing if he was, fighting with you and arguing with you, and in your house, and in your house, you feel like I gotta stand my ground. But back of the head, then they found him out by the porch. We can listen one more time, Ty Squad, and then after this video, we're gonna get up out of here. But let's listen one more time, because sometimes we do miss something in the details. Let's listen one more time.
Following new developments in the case of a Memphis mother accused of shooting and killing a man she says she found hiding under her daughter's bed. In court this morning, Kendra Scott, who is charged with first-degree murder, had her bond set at $100,000 and was also ordered not to have contact with the victim's family. Memphis police say when they initially arrived to the scene last week, the victim, Rudolph Morton, was found dead near the home's porch after he had been shot in the back of the head. WREG's Shay Arthur is live tonight after speaking with a former teacher of Morton's and what she wants people to know about him. Shay?
Hey, Stephanie. Yeah, she says this case could have been handled so many other ways, not ending with a 20-year-old man being killed.
Perkins says she's the former middle school teacher of Rudolph Morton, who Memphis police say was shot and killed early last Thursday morning in the Walker Homes neighborhood. She said Morton had learning disabilities.
He was special needs, and I was his special needs teacher.
She described him as soft-spoken and respectful, shocked by his death.
Unbelievable. Very, very hurt, because the young man that I knew that most people don't know, based off of this story, they don't know him personally like I did.
In court paperwork, an underage girl told police Morton came to her house early Thursday morning through a back door. Her mother, Kendra Scott, then showed up banging on the door, yelling, "Who is at my house?" Scott says she went inside and found Morton hiding under the girl's bed. Police say as Morton was leaving the home unarmed, he was shot somewhere near the front porch. Detectives discovered he had a gunshot wound to the back of his head. The girl told police her mother has told her in the past if she discovered a boy in the home, he would be faced with violence.
People look at this and they say, well, he should have been in that situation in the first place.
And I agree. I do agree. I do not condone his actions as going and mingling with a 13-year-old. However, when you're cognitively not 20, what do you expect? And then I found out last night that from his sister, no one knew that he was gone away from the house.
Perkins believes Morton thought the girl was older and didn't understand the law.
I just wish she wouldn't have never shot him. That's it. There were so many opportunities for her to stop and think. So many different ways that this could have had a different outcome. So many different ways. Call the police. If you got a gun, hold them there to gunpoint till the police gets there.
Yeah, and Stephanie, Scott is due back here in court next month. For your news leader, we're live downtown tonight. Shay Arthur, WREG News Channel 3.
Yeah, I heard they said when he was leaving the house. That's why it's good to that's why it's good to rewatch these things. He was leaving, and she shot him in the back of the head. Yeah, it's just an unfortunate story. There's no winners in this. There are no winners in this, Ty Squad. All right, everybody. Listen, at the end of the day, we're gonna see how it all plays out during the trial. Mama is in jail. She's out now. I think she made bail. All right. And now a daughter, you got to live with the fact that your actions got your mama in prison for a very long time. They may not give her life, but they're going to give her something. They're going to give her something. All right. Then again, it may be a cold twist. Will she get a jury that sympathizes with mothers and their children? So you never know. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank y'all for the financial support tonight. I appreciate you so much. We'll be live tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday. I'm going to try to do something in the Black Gaze. I'm also going to be live in Patreon with Tyesse After Dark tomorrow. So Black Gaze, Patreon tomorrow. Okay. Have a phenomenal rest of your night. Rest well tonight. Rest easy. And I'll see y'all on tomorrow. Thank y'all for tuning in to Rip from the Headlines. If it's headline news, we're going to discuss it every Wednesday night. All right. Let me cue the music so we can get on down the road, y'all. All right. There we go. That's my cue. Good night, everybody. I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow for all of our Thursday programming. Have a good night.